welcome to the Just Zander podcast. I'm your host, Zander Gray, and this is episode 19. Episode 19. Wow, that's awesome. It was funny as I've have done that intro for so long. At least it feels like for so long, 20 weeks. Well, sorry, 19 weeks. And I want to splice it all together and have it just repeat after itself. Anyway, today I want to talk about something that was brought to my attention, lately because of COVID or because of what's going on. You have conversations with people and you take the time to try to listen, educate yourself. And if I were a book, it would be a book of quotes, and I'm okay with that because I think it just so happens to be that way. But, I've had the privilege and to be able to talk to just different people and hearing their perspective and hearing their experiences and just learn from it. And this particular conversation that I've had with a really good friend of mine, and he made me think about something that I don't think about. And let me explain. For the longest time, I have a certain way of doing things. For the longest time, because when I was younger, I was alone a lot of the times. I'm pretty much alone. I'm in my head. I am who I am in my head. And I would talk to myself in my head, or at least figure out situations. And I have a very, very strong and loud imagination in my head, if that makes any sense. And I hope you can relate to this. And I've always survived on my own, in a sense that I always had to be independent and just figure things out on my own. I've never really had a mentor. And, as you know, if you listen to my past podcast, my father was never really there for me when I was younger. And the closest thing that I have to that as a male father figure was my grandpa. However, my grandpa was much, much older. So there's only a few things that he could teach or whatever. And what I've learned from him was that he was very charismatic. He was very charming. When he spoke, people listened. And I admire that greatly. It inspired me to be that way, and having idols like Bruce Lee and Muhammad Ali, where they're very outspoken, very 100% themselves. And that's how my grandpa was. And that's what I want to be and hopefully have become now. So, to come back to growth and first of all, I just want to thank you guys for taking the time to listen to me just talk, because this is 19 episodes of me talking to myself. And for you to just take the time, at least 20 minutes of your time out of your day, to just hear me talk, and hopefully that I can relate to you. Hopefully that I can bring something to the table in this conversation by myself. And of course, there's a bug flying around me. It's 80 degrees and I'm drinking hot tea. What is wrong with me? It's fine. Moving on. That I can bring something to the table. I can bring something to mind. And again, like I said, growing up, a lot of the things that I had to do was on my own. And I was okay with that. I was in my head a lot. Just imagination and just solving things on my own. And when I was having a conversation with this friend of mine, he told me that you are this raw energy, this big ball of energy. And sometimes not a lot of people can relate to it, because all I want to do is help. All I want to do is inspire, motivate. And sometimes how I am doing it is not correct. It could be, or it is very aggressive, very in your face, and I think I just kicked the camera, and I think I'm so used to it works for me, like if somebody were to come up to me like, hey, you're doing that wrong. This is actually how you do it. And I can be like, oh, cool. Yeah, yeah, please show me. And then I would do the thing that he's trying to show me or she's trying to show me. And then while I'm doing it, I will figure it on my own and then I'll make it my own, if that makes any sense. Any problems that I've had, I would hear the other people like telling me, hey, this is what you should do, blah, 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 blah. I would take that in and I would just, "Oh, let me try. And I'm in my head figuring it out and then I would execute. And that's how I have always been in my life. But it was brought to my attention that that sometimes does not work for certain type of people. And by certain type of people, sometimes it's general population. And again, like I'm not saying I'm anything special. I'm not saying I'm an outlier or anything like that. I have lived my life where if I wanted to do something, I would fucking do it. Okay? If I wanted to try anything, I do not hesitate. I just do it. I think about it for a second. I just dive right in. And then if I don't like it, I stop doing it. If I don't like it, I move on. And most people aren't like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, and again, I can only speak for myself. I'm just so used to being that person. Okay, so if anybody were to come up to me with any problems or whatever, I would try to solve it. I'm a fixer. And sometimes that's not right. And I've realized that that's not right. I think what works, and again, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a sociologist. Anyway, oh man, I'm not a therapist, but they listen, they let you say what you need to say, they ask questions instead of solving it. And he told me this conversation that I've had with my homie, he told me like most people don't want to fix their problems through your suggestions. Most people, your suggestions meaning in general, most people want to figure it out on their own. Most people want to just come up with the idea on their own and then execute. That's most people. That's pretty much everybody. I'm not like that. And I can only speak for myself. I'm not like that. If I were to do anything, if I can't figure it out, I genuinely don't mind somebody stepping in. No, actually, this is how you do it, blah, blah, blah. This actually works better. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Thank you. That helps me that I already skipped a few steps. And for me, wanting to be efficient, wanting to, not saying that I want to waste the time, me wanting to get ahead and put in the hours, those little things that I can skip to be more efficient, to skip to the next level in a respectable way would help me move ahead, will help me move along better, if that makes any sense. So, but most people don't want that. So to come back, I need to work on myself. I need to be better at listening. I need to be better at motivating. I need to be better at being patient with anybody and everybody that I talk to. Because my way doesn't work sometimes. And it takes an intelligent person to step back and look at the person that they are trying to help. Like, okay, yelling at them is not going to work. I need to maybe step back, listen, let them figure that out on their own, and then they can move ahead, and then they can evolve and grow. And that's what it takes. Again, if you listen to my past podcasts, I am an angry person. Again, like I said, I am a big ball of energy, raw energy, and I just need to be sculpted a little bit. I need to carve out the rough edges, and I need to be smoothed out a little bit. And this is another step to my growth. I don't think, I know I need to listen, take it in, ask questions, and really look at the big picture, really understand the person, the individual that I'm talking to, instead of I know what's best for this person and I'm gonna tell him the answer or tell her the answer. Shit don't work, man. That is wrong. At least from what the conversation that I've had. And it is an eye opener for me. I've learned so much just talking about that particular topic for an hour. It just kind of blew my mind that I didn't even think about that route. I didn't even think about it's saying out loud just makes me sound such a bad person, but and I think it's based on growth. I think it's based on evolution, is that this is the next step to my evolution, that I need to do that. I need to work on my head a little bit more. You know, I need to intelligently think what my next move is. There's no more raw, like yelling or raw. This is what it is, and this is what it should be. Raw honesty. Sometimes it doesn't work, you know. And I appreciate that. I I genuinely appreciate that, because there was something that was missing, that maybe perhaps I'm not moving in that direction because there are things that I have to let go. You know, I sometimes I see people that are, I don't want to say wasting their potential. It's more like they do not understand their potential. They're set on being stuck and being comfortable. And that infuriates me. And I need to learn to let go. Because I see people that are strong, intelligent, capable, creative, amazing, and they're stuck doing something they don't want to do. They are pressured and stressed about something or someone that they have to be. And that's a bummer. And it makes me angry because I want to just yell at them like, dude, or hey, let it go and move on, and like, you're better than this. And then it comes down to, who am I to say that? Who am I to tell anybody to be somebody they should be, you know? Like, who am I to say that? And it comes down to, like, again, I don't say that to like random people. I say that to the people that I care about. I say that to the people that I am around with. And I do my best to have conversations with as many people as I can, to gain perspective, to gain experiences, to gain knowledge, so I can learn and better myself, so I can help other people. And sometimes I need to let go. I need to let go of like that fire, that anger. I need to let go of, like, sometimes people are not meant to do what you think they should be doing. And that is my flaw, I think. Maybe it sounds stupid, maybe it sounds cliche, but I genuinely want the best for people. 100%. I want them to be the most amazing person, being whatever they do, their feel, in any way that I can help to inspire and push, I want to do that. But sometimes I'm not able to do that. This person that I'm talking to has slowly become a really good friend of mine, and I love him to death, him and his wife. And he is a great leader. He's very intelligent. And he told me, like, I can relate to you because I was the same way. And he said that he had to really step back. He had to really learn that. And because he's a leader where he works, he's such a great leader. His challenge and his goal was, okay, this person is a certain way. I'm having a hard time getting through to this person. What do I need to do? And again, I'm speaking in his voice. What do I need to do to bring him out of that, to bring that person out of that little cave or whatever, to become the best that he can become in this setting? Because he's a leader, he works in this job, and he supervise, or he's a team lead or whatever, and so he needs to do stuff like that to bring out, to motivate, to push his cohorts or whatever, you know. So in that sense, he challenged himself. Okay, what do I need to do? What do I have to work on so I can get through that person? And he does that for his family. He does that for the people around him that are having a hard time. And I think that's freaking brilliant. You know, I think that's such an amazing attribute, such an amazing, I don't want to say talent, because he had to work for it. He took the time to work for it. He read books. He stepped outside of himself to look at what he was doing so he can help other people. And that's fucking beautiful, man. I think that's so inspiring, so motivating. And I am so happy that he is in my circle. And I can learn a lot from him, and I appreciate him greatly. And if he's listening, I know he's listening. Yeah, dude, I'm talking about you, and I'll give you a shout out to its end. So just fucking be patient, okay? I'll talk about you. Goddamn. Lately, I have been feeling good. I've been feeling, holy shit, man. I've been feeling good, man. Like a little weight off my shoulders, because I think I needed that conversation. I needed that barrier in my head, in my soul, to be opened up a little bit more, so I can look at and be grateful at the things that I have, and the amount of energy that I have to help other people. And I'm slowly working on being a good person to inspire and motivate. I'm working towards that. And I can't wait. I'm so excited for the future, man. I really am. And, you know, it's going to be filled with failures and stuff that not going my way, but fucking A, man, that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay for just learning. Just that little breakthrough that I had past couple of days have fucking energized me, you know? So yeah, so I'm working towards that. It's not, hasn't become anything yet, but I am working towards it. So I'm excited to, in the future episodes and the future, you know, if you follow me content wise, you'll see it, and I'm excited for that. So we'll see how that goes, because I am a man of action, and I will at least attempt to do it to in doing it, and we'll go from there, you know. But so the so just being able to so being able to sorry, my phone went off. Being able to really look inside myself and figure out, pinpoint the things that I need to work on. Now I have a list of goals to kind of work on and check off, and I'm excited for that. And my songs are slowly getting done. My the podcast so far is going so well, I think, and I'm having fun, and I'm appreciating life as it is moving in the direction that I'm hoping that it will move into. And I just want to put it out there. What are the question that I have for you? What are you doing for yourself that it's gonna get you ahead? What are you working on for yourself that's hopefully getting you ahead? Like what breakthrough that you had lately is gonna get you ahead? And I want you guys to hit me up, man. I want you guys to message me. I want you guys to DM me so we can have a conversation, because I want to talk to as many people as I can. And again, like I said, gain perspective, gain knowledge, and gain experiences through that, and talking to different types of people. And I'm excited for that. And, like I said, if you took the time to listen to the podcast and just look at the stuff that I've been doing, I appreciate you so much. And I'm working on making this podcast better, because I want to. I like doing this. And I hope, and if it helps you in any way, if it inspire you in any way, please talk to me about it, because I'm genuinely curious. I'm genuinely curious if any of these episodes are helping you in any way, or at least relating to you in any way, because I'm genuinely curious. So I think this is where I want to end it. I feel I'm on a high right now. I feel good about this. So this is where I want to end it. So real quick, I'm gonna plug myself. My single was released about a week ago, called On Time. It's available everywhere on Spotify, Apple Music. Please take the time to listen to it and let me know what you think. I really like that song, that single that I did, and the next one's gonna come pretty soon, August 11th. That's the next one that's coming out. It's called Enough, and it's kind of like a ballad. It's a slower song, and like the song's about being enough, and then you can please, if you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please rate and review. And again, I want to shout out the homies, Jonathan and Danya. We have become fast friends, and I appreciate the time with you guys. I appreciate the conversations that I'm having with Jonathan. You're a good dude, man, and Danya for just being a good person to communicate with, and with my wife, and just genuinely taking an interest in what we do, and vice versa. So I really appreciate you guys, and I hope you listen to this, because I don't do a lot of shout outs, and this is a shout out to you, and I want to thank you guys for being an amazing individual, all on your own. So thank you for that. And this is it. This is a short one, I feel like. Wow, I'm grateful. So, okay, so last segment, what am I grateful for? I'm grateful for those people that I met, I'm grateful for them for being wonderful people. I'm grateful that I broke through and have more goals to achieve, that I know now what I need to work on. I'm grateful that I know now what I am capable of and what I'm going to achieve in the future. So I'm excited for that. Again, thank you for listening. Please check out. You can find me at Just Xander, at Just Xander on Instagram, and then at Just Xander Gray everywhere else. Please be safe and peace. All my life